All right, so we are here with Aaron Moxley. He's an independent barista. Yeah, he just wooed himself, so you know this is going to be good. Aaron's an independent barista from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Not even a barista, just home brewer.
You're an independent barista. I've been following you for long enough on social media that you're barista status.
Okay.
Honorary barista.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, judges, are you ready? All right, let's do this.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, good to see you again. Hey. Time. Welcome, judges. My name is Aaron Moxley. Today, I would like to take you on a journey that began 6 years ago in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I was stationed in the Army at Fort Carson. And with the introduction of a friend, a few coffee shops, and one roaster, my coffee journey had begun. Transitioning from shops to the idea of brewing from home went very quickly. Starting with cold brew, and then eventually buying my first pour-over setup. Very early on, I was refining my brewing, experimenting with different coffees, parameters, and brew methods. Now, from the very beginning of my coffee journey, I was chasing for a better and better cup. I will never forget the beginning of my coffee journey, buying a pour-over exactly, made from a friend, and taking those beans home and not getting the same results. I'm sure we've all had those experiences. And since then, it has been my goal to do that. And I think I've met that goal, but I'm not going to stop there because I'm constantly chasing and progressing and experimenting towards a better and better cup. Now, judges, I come to you today as an independent home brewer. I started this competition journey because of the love and passion that I have for specialty coffee that has grown inside me these last 6 years. Now, today I'm using the Torch Mountain Dripper. And I've chosen this, along with every aspect I'm brewing, based on the coffee that I'm using. Now, my brewing parameters are as follows. 12 grams of coffee to 192 grams of water makes for a 1:16 ratio. And I've chosen that specifically to create balance. My brew water is set to 205 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm using third wave water for added brightness. Now, you may notice something else that I'm using today, and what that is the Mellow Drip Lift. And the Mellow Drip, simply put, reduces the amount of agitation to the brew bed. It also helps with heat retention, as it prevents steam from rising, which is all about your temperature stability, which helps with overall even extraction. Now, I did shake the drippers prior to pouring. By doing that also helps with even extraction. Now, with all of that in mind today, I have created this recipe specifically for this coffee, and I hope that reflects in the final cup. Now, so for my recipe, I've started with a 24 gram pour. With a 30-second bloom. With no mellow drip, but just the bare kettle. and then stirring to ensure all the grounds are wet. Then 3 pulse pours at 56 grams each. The first at 105, the second at 205. Well, the first right after the bloom at 30 seconds, the second at 1 minute and 5 seconds, and the third at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Making for a total brew time right around 2 minutes and 45 seconds to 3 minutes. Now, the coffee that I'm using today is the Macave Geisha. It's carbonic maceration Colombia. I chose this coffee because of the complexity, and I knew I could balance the cup. It was roasted by Black and White Coffee Roasters in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Now, judges, once this last cup drains, I'm going to be handing you all 3 of the servers so you can evaluate the aroma, and then I want you to hand them back so I can then serve you the coffees in a moment. So in the aroma, you will find cherry, graham cracker, and floral. I'm swirling the cup as well to ensure all those flavors combine into one. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the flavor. So up front, you will taste stone fruit, specifically cherry, along with graham cracker and floral. As it cools, pineapple, sugary graham cracker, jasmine, and floral. Now, the acidity is sweet like an apple, which turns into a tart cherry as it cools. Intensifying as it turns cold to white wine. The aftertaste throughout is a black tea and a white grape. The body up front, medium, juicy, and slick. And that body lightens as the cup cools and then finally turns to cold. Now, this coffee is balanced both between acidity and body, leaving a lasting finish. Now, I'm sure you all had an idea of what carbonic maceration geishas were. They're wild, they're funky. Based on the climate in Winston-Salem, Colombia, where this is from, and the way it's controlled in the process, it's not wild, it's not funky. It creates something that you probably never experienced, which I'd never experienced. And that is a clean, juicy, fruity cup. And lastly, judges, I hope that I was able to take you on a journey today of my coffee story. Coffee is all about the experience, and I hope I've provided exactly that to you today. Enjoy. Time.
All right, let's give it a hand for Aaron Moxley. Hi. Okay, you're gonna stand. Yeah, that works. Hey.
Hey.
How you feeling?
All right.
Yeah.
I fumbled a little bit and you know, a little less shaky than prelim, so that's good.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, overall I feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Are there any folks that you want to thank?
Yes, quite a few actually.
Yeah.
First, my wife, because she's amazing
Yes.
and like the #1 coach. But then also my buddy Alika from Onyx Coffee Lab, who has helped me out quite a bunch. Blake Nail from Seeds. Black and White, of course, Lim and Kyle have been fantastic. My other sponsors, Akaya and Fellow, for I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have their scales. Ray at Melodrip, he's the man, and he makes the coolest coffee tool, and he created some for me that I can use that make it very easy. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I am. It's really funny because I've been watching like Melodrip posts, especially from you and Alika on social media for a while now.
Yeah.
And your presentation was actually the first time that I really like started grasping and understanding kind of the way that the Melodrip works and
Right.
why it's a
Right.
cool device.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to talk about or tell people about as far as that device goes?
I mean, if you've never used one before, buy one first. But secondly, don't buy it thinking you can just like, oh, I'm going to use this and it's totally going to change my coffee, because it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot of factors.
I've had one since the alpha stage, I think, technically, and it took me a long time to get anything like amazing out of it. And I've gone back and forth with it over the years, but when it comes down to it, it makes brewing coffee so much easier and makes it better.
Yeah.
So,
I like really love to just watching you. I mean, I keep talking about social media. That's how coffee people can get connected these days, especially because we're all spread out everywhere. And you're in my region in the Southeast, but even then, we're in different places. And
Exactly.
It's been really cool watching your coffee journey grow.
Thank you.
Do you want to shout out to the people what your Instagram handle is? So,
yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just my name, Aaron makes coffee.
Yep. So, and you are constantly like trying out different coffees and experimenting. Would you say that like brewing coffee on social media and connecting to coffee people on social media is something that's like been really inspirational or big for you?
Oh, yeah, it's been huge. I mean, I would say I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for Instagram and me brewing coffee. I mean, I've learned so much. I mean, I got connected with Ray by wherever Alika went. I got connected with Alika way before even meeting him. Half the people I even know in this coffee community, I knew previous on Instagram, and then met in 2017 in Knoxville when I went to just come hang out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've learned so much from so many people. I mean, if we're shouting out other people, I mean, Mike Flores on Instagram, Jason Newland, yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Those are the two that come to mind. They've been friends for a long, long time, and I learn a lot from them on the daily, so.
I love that. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell the world?
No, I think we're good.
Heck yeah, dude. All right.
Hopefully I see everybody in California.
Yeah. All right. Let's give Aaron one more round of applause. Awesome.